Hello everyone. Now we are going to discuss a poem called When You Are Old, written by W.P. Yeats. Let's understand few information about the poet. Author W.P. Yeats, poem name When You Are Old. W.P. Yeats, born in Dublin in 1865 and died in 1939. He was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1923. He wrote preface for a poem called Gitanjali, written by Rabindranath Tagore in India. Preface means the main important theme. The title regarding the complete theme is a preface. So the poem Gitanjali, written by Rabindranath Tagore, W.P. Yeats has written a preface for it. Now, this poem is about what? This is the important question. This poem is about his beloved, about his lover. It is believed that many critics describes about W.P. Yeats. This poem is a real feeling towards his lover. So in this poem, he imagined that his beloved in the future, when she is old and reading the book of poems he is writing now, he wants her to read in the future. It is a desperate feeling, a sad feeling. He is expressing his unforgettable true love that once he had for Maud Gonagall. Maud Gonagall was extremely beautiful, bold and confident. She was popular actress and active in native politics. She met poet in 1889. As a friend, she lived with him. They used to speak, they used to meet. So due to this, W.P. Yeats thought that she loves him. When he proposed to her, she rejected many times. But unfortunately, one day she married with John McBride in 1903. So this incident took W.P. Yeats in a depression way and compelled him the situation to write this poem. So here in the poem, we have to assume, we have to think that her beloved has become old. She rejected him and reading his book in the future. Now he is creating a picture that the lady has gone old, hair became grey, there is no energy. Besides the mantle fire, she sat and holding a book of this poem, slowly reading and recalling the past. Let's read the poem which is prescribed for your syllabus. When you are old and grey and full of sleep and nodding by the fire, take down this book. He is requesting her, he is asking her that one day when you grow old, you hold this book, sit beside the fire and read this book and slowly try to recall the past of your soft look. Slowly you remember the dream of the soft look that once your eyes had and their shadows deep. The poet tries to put her mind in the future. When she is an old and grey woman, full of sleep, slowly he wants her to read this book and memorize her youth. As the women in nodding by the fire, now here nodding by the fire means she holding the book, leafing through the pages, should memorize or recollect her past life. Soft look and sorrows. It means soft look means one she had the beautiful look. Sorrows means now the difficult time. So very simple way. When she becomes old, poet requesting her to hold this book of the poem and recall the past, dreaming her how life was and how life is right now. Then further he insists her, he wants to make her to recall how many loved your moments of glad grace and loved your beauty with love false or true. It means many means the one who attracted, the one who admired towards her beauty. So he wants her to remember all of them one by one. But he says that he never attracted her, never admired her because of elegance beauty. He followed her the soul which was completely unique. He loved her even as she grew less beautiful. I mean, as her personality changed in the fullness of the time, also he loved her. But one man loved the pilgrim soul in you and loved the sorrows of your changing face. Means, sorrows of changing face, even in the difficult times also he had loved you. The alliteration glad grace expresses that when she is youth, beautiful and her best moments of life, many will be interested in her. But the love for her will be just false or superfluous, nobody knows. However, the narrator will love her anyway, no matter what happens to her beauty. It means, for the poet, beauty is not the supreme power. The supreme power is a unique soul, is a character of that lady. So maybe many loved her, maybe many attracted her towards her elegance one, but he was the one man who loved her just like a pilgrim soul, a kind of a seer, bhakta, a kind of a seer who loved one God without any intention. Now next one, he convey to her that as after reading this poem, she definitely murmurs and recalls the past life. Now he says he creates a situation where she sat in front of the mantelpiece, bending down beside the glowing bars, murmur little sadly how love fled and paced upon the mountains overhead and hid his face amid a crowd of stars. Meaning is here, in this stanza, the speaker exhorts the loved one to remember him in later years as she sits beside the mantelpiece, bends over the embrace of the fire. Murmur suggests the whisper that shows that she has no passion or just to live the life. This adds to the imaginary of the age and weariness. Little sadly suggests that in later years she remembers that speaker should feel regretful. The poet uses the word love in all the lines in the second stanza. And in the third stanza, he capitalizes the word love, giving it much intensity. He personifies love in the second line. paced upon the mountains overhead, and his face amid a crowd of stars. Means pacing suggests that she was given a chance as love waited for her. It also suggests the gradual diminishing of the love, which may then loiter over mountains for a while and then disappear. Being on the mountains overhead suggests that love waited on a higher plane than which she inhabited. Capitalized L for love suggests that it is not just a person that she has lost, but a ultimate soul, true and everlasting love. The phrase how love fled refers to the possibility that the speaker's love would just fly far away because she is not receptive to his love. In this way, his unforgettable feeling towards his beloved he has expressed in this poem. If you have any questions, any queries, you can comment me in the below section. Thank you for watching. Share it and subscribe.